Good morning, students. Today we will continue the concept of rational number. We saw in last lecture how to prove root 2, root 3 rational number. Today we will continue this topic. And for you only, I gave you the homework also. Even I am telling you, prove that under root 5 is an irrational number. So how to prove this question? First of all, we will use here the contradiction method. And what is the contradiction method? One should know that under root 5 is itself a rational number. It's a standard fact. But how to show this? First, we take contrary condition. Let under root 5 is not an irrational number. Meaning, under root 5 is a rational number. And definitely b is not equal to 0. And very important thing, a and b have no common factor. Please try to understand that this is very important language which I used here, and you have to use also in your habit. A and b are co-prime number. Instead of this, you can write a and b are co-prime number, meaning a and b are simplest term. If you are still confused, let me tell you, like 2 by 7, which are not cancelling by anything. Okay. Now, student, a and b have no common factor. I assume that it is a rational number. Now, it is a contrary condition. So, how to go further? First, we transfer to b here. So we'll get a equal to root 5b. Then after we can write a equal to 5b. We square both sides. We get a square equal to 5b square. And students, you remember that this condition I told, whenever a square equal to comes with any coefficient, it means a square is divisible by 5. A square is divisible by 5. When a square is divisible by 5, a is also divisible by 5. Yesterday I explained well, you remember? And this is one of the important sentences. Now student, let me tell you one thing. When a is divisible by 5, a can be written. When a is divisible by 5, a can be written 5 into any constant like c. C is any constant number. So a equal to 5, say from where I have written a is divisible by 5, it means a is equal to 5 into any constant. Instead of c, you can write p also or q also. Now furthermore, squaring both sides, it comes a square equal to 25c square. Look at this equation. From first equation, a square equal to 5b square put here, 25c square, 5 and 25 will cancel by 5c square. And one should know that when equal to sign comes between them, I will write b square is divisible by 5 so that b is also divisible by 5. And remark that this is a sentence and this is a sentence. So what you can take out the conclusion? A is divisible by 5. B is divisible by 5, meaning 5 is what? 5 is a common factor of A and B, and what you assume that A and B have no common factor, but what you got, A and B have a common factor which is 5. The conclusion is actually wrong, which is contradiction of assumption, which is contradiction. Remove the contradiction, remove this contradiction. What you will write lastly? Root 5 is an irrational number. So student, just for a practice I told, because these three questions under root 2, under root 3 and under 5 as an irrational number proving, these are very important question and you should remember this. Okay, so you can write, and please make and prepare your copy properly with exercise wise, with all example wise, with concept wise. Okay, now student will go with more questions which is depending on same. Very important thing I'm telling you, whenever independently this question comes that prove that these are rational number, you have to solve whatever I have written right now recently on a board. You have to do same method for these three. But whenever these terms comes between any other terms, so you have to consider directly they are rational number. Why I am speaking this sentence? Let me tell you one question. Question number, on exercise 1.3 I am telling you, question number suppose 2. Question is, prove that 3 plus 2, 5 is a rational number. So very simple method I am telling you, don't confuse. It is not the questions like last I did here. So how to solve this question? First of all, we use a contradiction method, like 3 plus 205 is not irrational. It is not a rational number. It means it is rational. So I would assume that it is A upon B. It is A upon B. Okay, where B is not equal to 0 and so on. If you are not writing, no matter at all. Okay, then what to do? Don't follow the same method which we did in last board. It's a different one. So how to do this question? First, make 105 alone by transferring this 3 that side. 2, 5 will be here. A by B remain same. 3 will transfer. 2, 5 is equal to, take an LCM. LCM is B. A minus 3B. Do transfer to that side. It is A minus 3B upon root 5B. Excuse me. What you did? Transfer to 2. It's a 2B. Now student, what conclusion you got? I am writing it again for you. This side here and this side here. Now I ask you one thing, that A and B are simple number. They may be integer. When we talk about A minus 3B upon 2B, this is none else. It is a rational number, because whatever it is number, but between them we have upon sign. That's why it is none else. It is a rational number. So I would say, since A minus 3B upon 2B is itself a rational, but what about under root 5? We already have seen today only that under root 5 is itself an irrational number. And one should know to this sentence, again see, it is rational, it is irrational, and equal to, between them we have equal to sign. So this condition is we are getting wrong, because it is rational and it is irrational. So it is a contradiction, and till now you got the language what I am going to use here. Remove the contradiction, remove this contradiction. One should write that 3 plus, whatever the question, 3 plus 2, 5 is is a rational number. So this is a method. Yesterday also I told the almost same question. So this is very important question as far as the exam is concerned. You should know it. Now you can write from the board. I'm rubbing it. If you feel any doubt, you can consult with me on my WhatsApp number. You are free to do this. A student, it's a request that see properly the video and do practice also. Okay. Now we don't have any special question. Still, I tell you the similar questions. Question number 3rd, which says prove that 6 plus root 2 is rational number. How to prove this question? It's very simple. We start let contrary condition is not irrational. Not irrational number. We take a contrary condition. Let 6 plus under 2, when it is not irrational, meaning it is a rational number, a by b, then you should know that b is not equal to 0. How to prove this question? We will make this alone. So under root 2 I will keep here same. A by b, that 6 will transfer that side. So root 2 equal to, I will take LCM, which is 6b upon b. So I want to write this term again. This is here and 2 is here. Now it is very clear that it is none else, it is rational and it is irrational. Since a minus 6b upon b is irrational, it is rational, but under 2 is irrational number, and this is rational and it is irrational, and between them equal to sign is getting false, which is contradiction. Remove the contradiction. Remove this contradiction. What you will write? 6 plus under 2 is a rational number. So why I am telling you same questions twice and thrice, I want that you should follow this all in the practice, and it's a very important question. So let me rub the same question. You please complete your copy. Student, I think it is over the exercise. Let me start the new topic, and after starting a few concepts will close the day. So let me say something that what do you think about the rational number or something like rational number? Those number which is written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0, it is a rational number, and those cannot be written in the form of irrational number. Those number cannot be written in the form of p by q, called irrational number, like root 3, root 2 and something like that. So I would say one thing that it is very familiar, you should be familiar about that. We have two types of decimal expansion. You should know decimal expansion. First, terminating. Second, non-terminating. We have two kinds again. Non-terminating, it's a repeating, non-terminating repeating, and non-terminating non-repeating. So student, first I am telling you in simple word what is terminating decimal. Those decimal which are completely divisible in decimal numbers called terminating decimal, like 2 by 5 is 0.4, like 5 by 6 is equal to 6 8s are 6, like 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, like 7 upon 5 is 5, 1s are 5, 5 4s are 20, and so on, so on, so on. This all rational number or expansion, these are called terminating decimal, because they AND and with the remainder 0. They AND with the remainder 0. Even it is having a decimal, but AND with the remainder 0. So these are terminating decimal. Now let me speak something. We have a 2 upon 3. What do you think about that? Decimal 3 6 are 18. 3 6 are 18. 3 6 are 18. And what do you think? That 2 upon 3 can be written 6 6 6 and so on. This is a rational number, but in expansion it is non-terminating because it is not finishing, but it is repeating. So let me speak. Non-terminating, repeating. Non-terminating are those which are never complete in division. It is still infinity. So it is still infinity, but it is having a repetition, so that it is called non-terminating repeating. In last section, I taught you terminating, which was also like 2 by 5 and something like that. It is a rational also. It is also a rational, meaning it is also a rational. So keep remember, terminating decimal also like a rational number, non-terminating repeating also like a rational. But what about that? Look at non-repeating. If I write a decimal expansion like 2.2, 322, 3222 and so on, this decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-repeating. No number is repeating here. You can say this number cannot be written in the form of P by Q, meaning this number is not rational. So this number is a rational, this is a rational, but this is not rational number. So this is enough of the day, because I have yet to tell you many things in this section, but I today only explained two things. First, terminating decimal, which is in decimal comes with remainder 0, which ends finally, and non-terminating repeating, which never end, but it is having a repetition, that is called non-terminating repeating decimal. And lastly, I taught you in decimal it goes to infinity, but it never repeats, so it is called a non-terminating non-repeating decimal expansion. So okay, based on this concept, we will continue tomorrow. It's over the day, and enough for the section, and you do your practice and find out your doubts. You can ask me at my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you very much.